Many people say they believe the Bible, but they really don't believe the Bible, man. They don't believe the famine and the pestilences written in the book, and the book of Eli and Purge type of scenes are going to play out in their lives, even though our own Messiah said it, right? And even though we're living in these times right now, okay? How do you know that they don't believe it, Ak? You can't say that, because your faith is proved with your actions, right? If somebody told me there's a 18-wheeler coming in the street, man, get out the street. If I believe him, I'm going to prove I believe him with my actions, and I'm going to get out the way. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? Almost before any time Yahweh brought destruction, death, famine, etc. upon a land or a people, he sent a prophet or prophets to warn the people so that his chosen would prepare. Okay? Posting scriptures is good, but living out the scriptures it far exceeds just posting scriptures. Okay? And what y'all need to understand is that all these people liking and commenting on your posts are not going to feed you in the famines to come. All these people following you are not going to feed you and your family in the times to come. Okay? It's like a brother was saying earlier today, it's so easy to appear spiritual in this modern day and age of social media, right? It's so easy to look spiritual, but the book is spiritual, and the book tells you to do physical things, right? Hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained. The Most High ordained you to live off the land if possible, to the best of your ability, right? Over 91 factories burned down just this year. That's just the ones that they're reporting. Food factories in the United States. Not coincidentally, they're doing it purposefully. Over 40 million chickens have been killed, and now you see thousands and thousands of livestock that they're murdering off as well, right? Truckers can't get gas. Some of them can't afford the gas when they do have it. Over $10 for diesel in some areas. Many layoffs are happening. Many more layoffs are coming. Bitcoin just crashed. The Fed Reserve just upped the interest rate to an insane amount, which means more inflation's coming, right? More inflation on the little bit of products that we have right now, right? Many people lost their retirements, their life savings, etc. Incredibly high amount of people are going skydiving without no parachute right now, right? There's widespread power outages in many different areas of the country. In Ohio State, one of the infrastructure experts actually said that this is just a sign of what's to come all across the country, right? Because the infrastructure that powers this country, right, where you get your electricity from, is around 100 years old, right? It's dozens and dozens of years past replacement, okay? So we're starting to see it fall apart before our eyes, right? Unless you're living out here somewhere, right? But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that things are not going back to normal, right? It's like it says in 2nd Ezra's, the world is going to get weaker and weaker and weaker through age and through wickedness, okay? Not preparing is preparing to fail. It's so easy to get on Craigslist and get you some quail, some chickens. It's so easy to go to the store, get some gallons of water, some water purification tablets or straws or whatever. It's so easy to plant some seeds, to do something, right? But brothers and sisters, now, well, I just don't have the money for that. I don't have the means for that. But you got money to go out and eat, right? To go out and buy designer clothes and shoes and new cars, right? But you haven't bought anything pertaining to the famine that is at your door. 1 Timothy 5:8 says, for you brothers, right, that you are denying the faith if you don't provide for your own. If you don't provide for your children, for your wives, for your household, you have denied the faith and you're worse than an infidel. This does not stop applying to us when the famine hits. This does not stop applying when the famine hits. So what are you doing right now, knowing that their lives are in our hands, okay? To whom much is given, much is required. We have to prepare for the saving of our houses, brothers, right? Crazy. It's ridiculous. You'll have brothers out here spending money in the damn club, spending money on new cars, but aren't spending any money towards preparing for, providing for their households in the times to come. It is ridiculous, man. But they're men of the Lord, right? We have to prepare to the saving of our houses. If you're a sister, okay, there's never been a better time for you to be what the Most High literally created you to be a wife and to be a mother and to be covered by a man, right? To be a wife. If you're a single mother, you got to cover your child or your children by doing what? By getting covered. And I know most people following me are saying they won't get the chip, right? I would never get the chip. I would never get the jab, etc., right? But I know for a fact that many, not even many, that most are going to get it. Because when you, let me ask you this, right? How long have you ever gone without food? How long have you ever gone without water, right? How long have you ever even fasted for? How often do you exercise? Because all of these things have to be factored into how long you will actually be able to last without food, without water, without electricity, etc. Right? All of this has to be factored in. And these are things that people are not taking into consideration. So if you followed me for any period of time, right, you know I've been saying this for years now, just like many other brothers. So the real question is, are you taking heed to the warnings, or are you just hearing them and let them go in one ear and straight out the other, like I know many brothers and sisters have been doing, right? Think of all the people that Noah warned and they heard, but they did nothing until the flood started. And then it was too late, right? That's why Hebrews, the 11th chapter says, 11 and 6 says, without faith it is impossible to please the Most High. For by faith Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen yet, moved with fear and prepared an ark to the saving of his house. Right? So I'm telling you right now that it's been drizzling for a while, okay? It's been drizzling for a while, and the hard rain is coming soon. I'm telling you this not to put fear in you, but I'm telling you this because the Bible says this, right? So the question is, do you really believe that this is going to come to pass as it is coming to pass? Check out this corn real quick. Do you truly believe that it's going to come to pass, right? Because if you really believe it's going to come to pass, then you got to start preparing for what is going to come to pass. Right? What are you going to do with the warning? If you really believe it, then you'll move with fear and prepare an ark just like Noah did. And you know what? I'm not even going to front, and I'm going to say it may be too late to prepare an ark. How long did it take him to build the ark? Any type of flotation device is going to be better than nothing. Any type of preparation is going to be better than nothing. Joseph warned the people in Egypt when they were in the 7 years of plenty that the 7 years of famine were coming, right? And he stored food in the cities round about, right? This ain't no prepper type of thing. Y'all probably would have called Joseph, you would have called Joseph a prepper, right? Storing up food in the cities. I'm not saying be scared, I'm saying be prepared. Because a prudent man foresees the evil, but the simple pass on and are punished. Too many people are acting simple because they think they're so spiritual that the physical preparations are completely unnecessary. But that's actually backwards, right? Because faith without works is dead. And so with most people, they're not going to have prudence. They're not going to have preparation for the famine. And guess what? The famine is actually knocking at your door. Okay? Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. I pray that you brothers and sisters do what's necessary for you and your loved ones to be protected and provided for and covered in the days to come. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach wa Malak Yahweh Shai. Shalom.